GK Neo Dragon here with another review for you. As you can see, we're doing Sideshows, 1/4 scale, premium format, Machiko Noguchi from Alien vs Predator. Bit of a surprise piece, this one, in my opinion. I don't think Sideshow hadn't done really anything in the AVP line since the Wolf diorama, I think. Actually, they did Scar, didn't they, in the and Wolf in the 1/5 line. The 1/5 line isn't great. I did own all 4 PCs. I'd say the Wolf was the best out of the 4. Really nice piece, but 1/5 scale, it was just a bit bleh. They should have been 1/4 because actual designs and concepts on all 4 PCs were really nice actually. Even Scar, I know a lot of people didn't like the pose on Scar, but you know, if that was in 1/4 scale, people would be drooling over that now. So Machiko came out of nowhere in my opinion. Like I say, I've done lots of Predator stuff before. I've never done 1/4 scale on them because it was always quite daunting, because you know you've got the Sideshow Pred 1 maquette, which is ridiculously priced, and then obviously the Pred 2 maquette came up recently and stuff, and you know 1/4's never been easy to crack. Obviously they did Dutch as well, which wasn't a great piece. I did actually own that as well. But when this came up, I love Predator. Predator's one of my favourite films ever, as is Aliens, but for me it's always been the comic books. So you know, reading those AVP books in the early 90s just cemented my love for the series really. So I never thought we'd get a 1/4 scale Machiko. So when Sideshow put this up, I was just like, yeah, I'm back in for that. And they did an amazing job on it. Now Machiko, if you don't know, I'd suggest you go and read Alien vs Predator. I think it was the first Alien vs Predator comic that Machiko was in. If you don't know, she ends up killing a few aliens, and more specifically an alien queen joins the Predator clan. As you'll see on the unmasked head, she's got the mark on her head. I think they give her the nickname Small Knife. If I remember, I haven't read the comic for you. I really should have read the comic before I did this review. But yeah, she gets a nickname like Small Knife. Joins in with their ways. Has a bit of a rivalry with a Predator called Broken Tusk and his clan. It's a really fantastic read. And then she has come back a couple of times as well. She came back in Prey, and she came back in 3 World War. I'd say this is probably based on her 3 World War appearance. But with Sideshow's own twists, you know, Sideshow's got amazing people to do designs and concepts, and they knocked this out of the park as far as I'm concerned. With any Predator piece, whether it is an actual Predator or a woman or a man or whatever, there's always concerns about the paint and the netting and things like that. I'm happy to report that this is nigh on perfect, I'd say. For a pre-paint, I don't think it gets much better. She came out perfect. All the armour is painted fantastically well. Nice details. It is a simplistic armour. You know, it is basically a bronze or gold with a black wash. But everywhere looks fantastic. I mean, if they could replicate this on other Predator pieces, then I'd be more than happy. And even the mask, which I'll get for a close-up, has actually got the reflective lenses. Even some of the full-size biomasks didn't have the reflective lenses, specifically the ones from the first AVP movie. If you can't remember that, the Scar mask actually had paper lenses. There was a bit of a kerfuffle over that because paper lenses in a $300 collectible wasn't really right, was it? This is the regular version, I should just say as well. I'll go over what the exclusive is in a minute, but the regular does come with both heads. A lot of people said they had a problem with the eyes on the unmasked head. I think they're really nice. I am going to run some clear coat over the top of them to just give them a shine. Everyone says, oh, she looks dead in the eyes. She doesn't look dead in the eyes at all. She's actually really well painted. There's a mark on her head, which the Predator... I can't remember the Predator's name who gives them... Is it Dichandri or something like that. Like I say, it's been a while. Of course, this character was kind of used in the first AVP film, where they give her the mark of that specific clan, which is more like a Egyptian-looking alien marking. The AVP films aren't great. As far as I'm concerned, the only good thing that came out of the AVP films was the Wolf Pred. Amazing design, fan favourite. Scar, Celtic and Chopper were pretty terrible. I mean, to try and make a Predator look good looking and then to bulk them up into superhero levels is just... that film was a disaster. Anyway, back to Machiko. Like I say, you do get both portraits with the regular and the exclusive, obviously. Now, on the regular, this hand comes out, because on the exclusive you get this hand, but she's using the ceremonial knife. The ceremonial knife, if you don't know, that's what they use to hack up the aliens and other things to take the trophies. You do see them use it in the film. So yeah, that's basically that with the ceremonial knife. It didn't really appeal to me because, as you can see if I spin round, she's got these huge blades. Now, with the ceremonial knife, it just looked a bit too busy. You had the knife, the blades and all that. I think they should have gone for an elbow or an arm swap here on the forearm with retracted blades and then the ceremonial knife then. They could have even done a swap out so you can mix and match, have retracted blades with the closed hand and no ceremony. It would have been a far nicer exclusive in my opinion. So I didn't go for the EX. I got this from Collectibles Direct as usual, so thanks to Lee over there. He literally got this in last week, so you know it has been a while. I think guys were getting their exclusives last September, but she was totally worth the wait. Just to go over a few more details, like I say, just on about the netting. The netting has been done fantastic. That isn't proper netting, it's not painted. Really tight to the body, really well done. One of my favourite details there, on her crotch plate, the small xenomorph face. Just a fantastic detail, one of my favourite things. But why go for a xenomorph on the crotch when you can have half the body on the base? Now, one of the greatest things, I mean, this is almost approaching a diorama because of this base. You've got this fantastic bit of, like, you know, Predator, modern, runic, you know, based around their ship. Then we've got this rock formation, which is actually really well painted, really well textured. It looks like dusty, sandy rocks. And then we've got this warrior, or drone, deadied on the base. As you can see, we've got Machiko's spear coming down, where she's obviously ticked out. And then we've got this fantastically well painted dome. Like I say, the whole thing's just really well done. The alien head is actually kind of a hybrid between the original Ridley Scott design and the big chap and the warrior from Aliens. The warrior's got more of the ridges, because if you don't know, the big chap, they basically use the same head mould, kind of changed it, or they were going to put the dome on top like the big chap, but James Cameron, like the look without the dome on, so he just left it off. He felt the ridges catch the light more, but they have got really big ridges here usually. This is kind of like a hybrid, which is fair enough because, you know, Aliens, outside of the movies and the comics and stuff, go absolutely nuts. There's plenty of different variations. If you ever had the old toy line with the bull and the scorpion and things like that, Aliens went a bit nuts. And then you've got all the rest of the body here. All this is one piece, all the base, the alien. And then you've got Machiko's body, her two heads, the hand with the spear, and then the normal hand, and then both heads. Just wow. Now this should be pretty much really last year's, but I think this would be, I mean, for what a way to kick off this year. Just an absolute stunning piece from head to toe. Both portraits. You know, I will be keeping both out because the face or the mask both look incredible. Plasma caster does come out. Just slot 10. But yeah, I really hope Sideshow continue. I would love to see them give us some more AVP stuff. I'd love to see, like, you know, a Predator in a swamp base. I mean, obviously quarter scale. The thing with quarter scale is it seems that the prices on Predators, they can charge what they want. She was like $400. And I think she's just as well done, you know, the armour and all that. Obviously, the only differences with Predators, you've got the spot pattern and, you know, all the texture of his actual skin. But if you look into Predator books or what Naren did with his kits, you know, he did lots of different types of Predators, some with plain skin. I just love Sideshow to use that imagination, you know, what they've done with like the Court of the Dead, and you know, obviously they've got some amazing designers there, amazing conceptual artists and things like that at Sideshow. I just imagine they could do an amazing Alien vs Predator piece. Or, you know, I'd love to see like a really unique alien design on a base of a dead predator, half predator, or a mask, or, you know, something like that, or a skeleton of a predator. I just think they could do such amazing stuff rather than just taking things from the films, which is fine, you know. But I think it was only yesterday, at the time of this recording, that they're actually working on another Predator. From the first film, so that's Jungle Hunter. Again, 1/4 scale. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be all over that, but I would like them to do something, you know, as creative and as dynamic as this is. And they just did such a fantastic job. Like I say, I do usually display all my Predator pieces masked. But I think Machiko's face is really nicely done. Like I say, touch clear coat on those eyes, just to give him a little bit of life. But the mask's just as nice. If you're Alien vs Predator fan, pick her up. I think you know, this is the piece that any AVP fan should have been waiting for and should have bought instantly. As for pairing up with other PCs, I wouldn't say pair up with the Predator 2 Maquette. It doesn't really look right. The Predator 2 Maquette's huge. I do actually have that coming later in the year. Again, I ordered it from Collectibles Direct. Just got a regular. So that'll be a few months down the line. So I will review that at some point, but I don't think she really matches up with them. I'd like to see Sideshow just do one companion piece. You know, Broken Tusk could be a fantastic companion piece. But I think people would just go for a different kind of Predator. I know there's movie fans, but I do think a quarter scale, you know, Predator and a war, like I'd love to see anything like a swamp, a water base, you know, up to the knees, so there's not as much sculpt or something like that. It'd just be really, really awesome. And I hope Sideshow do continue. And hopefully we get some more AVP stuff. Obviously we're getting Predator, obviously we're getting Alien, but I would like to see some more AVP stuff. Hopefully we'll get a new film eventually, but we'll see. Someone who actually can do it justice, because I do think there is a good, if you go, like I say, if you go read the comics, there is a good AVP movie in there somewhere. It just needs to be done right. Right guys, I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to add to the piece. Like I say, it's a fantastic piece. I don't think it's going to be around long. I can't give you the edition sizes as usual because I can't remember. But I don't think they were massive. There's less than 1,000 on the exclusive. I think she might only be 1,000 on the reg. Like I say, exclusive's not a must. If you can get the exclusive for retail, go for it. But I don't think it's necessary. But there we go, guys. That's the She-Predator, Machiko Noguchi from Sideshow Collectibles. Yeah, go and buy it. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Bye.